Hi, my name is John Kozinski, and today I'm going to talk about the real cause of cancer. Cancer has been blamed on many things, and so cancer has been blamed on eating meat. Cancer has been blamed on pesticides and chemicals. Cancer has been blamed on sugar. That's a big one. The cancer has been blamed on all kinds of things in our lifestyle. It's been caused by told to be caused by emotions, like being depressed too much or being anxious too much. So the people don't really know what the real cause of cancer, and if you go to most medical doctors, even the ones who are treating cancer, they'll say, we don't know. We don't know what this. So the real cause of cancer is all of the above and more. All of the above and more. So the real cause of cancer, though, is understand by the word that stress. What I've discovered after 40 years of helping people with cancer, counseling thousands of people, many people came to me with cancer, working with people who have been in remission for 15 to 17 or 20 years, who were told by their doctors that if they followed the medical treatment to the T, they'd give them a good 3 to 4 years to live. And they're alive 17 or 18 years. So what I'm talking about is something that I've observed people with cancer firsthand. And I'm a researcher and a student, besides counseling more than 10,000 people, teaching people about health, more than 30,000 people. And what I've come to the conclusion that the real cause of cancer is stress. I have to explain this because most people think of stress, they think of mental stress, they think of emotional stress. But there are many kinds of stresses that lead to cancer, and the evidence suggests that cancer takes 20 to 40 years to develop before it becomes a full-blown cancer. And so cancer can be dietary stress. The dietary stress in the modern diet, many people eat a nutritionally deficient diet. So they don't get enough nutrients. This is a form of stress because they're missing things like vitamin C. They're missing minerals. They're missing B vitamins. There's a study done called the Haynes study several years ago, Haynes 1 and Haynes 2. And they surveyed people in America, and they found that people in the United States eating a common American diet were deficient in about 10 key nutrients. Over years, this puts huge amounts of stress in the body. Stresses also can come from diets that are nutritionally deficient because it's a health food diet that's missing protein, like vegan diets. Someone's not supplementing protein. Missing nutrients, vegan diets missing B12. Low carbohydrate diets because they're missing carbohydrates. If people eat high protein, it puts their body in stress. So people eating huge amounts of meat and chicken and poor quality, particularly with hormones and pesticides. People eating extremely low protein, like vegetarian and vegan diets. So there are many kinds of dietary stresses. People eating a huge amount of processed foods with chemicals. Then there's irregularity stress, where people miss meals, they sleep irregular, their whole lifestyle is irregular. That causes stress to people. There is lifestyle stresses like exercise stress. So people basically don't exercise, or they exercise too much, puts a stress on the body. There's lifestyle stresses where people sit for hours a day. That puts a stress on the body, very unnatural. There's mental and emotional stresses coming from our society, where basically there's not economic justice, so people have to work very long hours to make a living. So some of this is coming from society. We have environmental stresses. We're exposed to toxins. We have mental stresses where we have ideas that are wrong about our mind and our emotions. The main idea is and about happiness. So we think that happiness occurs when we have something outside of ourselves. If we have the right amount of money, we have the right job, we have the right relationship, we're going to be happy. So we then basically blame our unhappiness, which creates a lot of stress, on what's happening outside of ourselves. We blame it on our husband, our wife, our relationship, our job, when basically happiness is basically not about those things. So we never learned about this. There's a lot of myths about happiness. And unhappiness, if we're feeling it, creates a lot of stress. So basically, a lot of these stresses come from our modern living, our modern ideas, our modern lifestyle. So in basically the Victorian age, there was a writer who started a book on cancer, and he said, cancer is the cure. Basically, civilization is the cure, is the cause. Cancer is the cure. Basically, cancer is telling us about our life, our lifestyle, our diet, our thought, our approach to things. And it's telling us that in modern society, there are a lot of mistaken ideas that we have to change. So this is the real cause of cancer, is basically has to do with our way of being, our lifestyle. It's all of those things. So what's the cure for cancer is to slowly address our life. Now, when I work with people with cancer, of course, I work on diet, and then lifestyle, and then thinking. We have to work on it from a lot of different dimensions to help people to heal.